I understand where he's coming from. I believe Ye is a little bit confused here. Let's get into this. Hey guys, so I came across a video of Kanye speaking on redemption and the role that will play in saving his relationship, more specifically his marriage. Now, I thought this would be an interesting story to cover because I believe that Ye's perspective is a little bit off. I think he's wrong, but I understand where he's coming from. So before I get into this discussion, let's roll the clip and hear what Ye has to say.
Create a narrative that's not the narrative that God wants.
Yeah, come on, man.
The narrative that God wants is for you to see that everything can be redeemed. In all these relationships, we've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've publicly done things that were not acceptable as a husband. But right now, today, for whatever reason, I didn't know I was going to be standing right here. I didn't know I was going to be in front of this mic. But I'm here to change that narrative. I am the priest of my home. I have to be next to my children as much as possible. So when I'm out the house, I got a house right next to the house. I'm doing everything to be right next to the situation. Right next to the situation. I'm trying to express this way in the most sane way possible, the most calm way possible, but I need to be back at home. Why is that? I'm saying it's I because if the enemy can separate Kimye, there's going to be millions of families that feel like that separation is okay. But when the kingdom, when God, who has already won and is so, brings Kimye together, there's going to be millions of families that are going to be influenced and see that they can overcome.
As some of you may know, Kanye is a very openly religious person. He basically wears his faith on his sleeve for everyone to see, which I personally have no issue with. He's a man of faith and I can respect his devotion to his belief system. And I understand that Ye wants to live as close as possible to that belief system as he can tolerate. But I think he's failing to let common sense enter the chat. When you want to redeem a relationship or change someone's mind, you have to realize that 99% of that change has to come from that individual. No matter how much you care for that person or how much you believe that something can be saved, if that person does not want it, it will not happen. I can't fault Ye for wanting to save his family from the ills of divorce, because ideally you want to raise a child in a unified household. That's the gold standard. I'm never going to laugh or ridicule someone for trying to rescue their family unit. If anything, I support men who see the value in making sure their kids have a stable home life. The disagreement that I have with the situation is that I think that Kanye is misguided in the kind of female he has been dealing with. And this isn't just Kanye. A lot of people, both men and women, want to save relationships with toxic people. It's obvious that Kim wants to move on. She filed the divorce papers, and on top of that, she had another dude lined up already. The Pete Davidson guy, I think he's a comedian. When you heard Kanye in the video, he mentions the forces that want to divide his relationship. He's referring to Pete Davidson. But what Ye is failing to understand is that it's not Pete who is dividing them. It's Kim. She does not want anything to do with Ye. And he should not want to reconcile any kind of relationship with this kind of female. If Kanye is truly trying to change his life to be more reflective of his beliefs, he needs to find a wife or girl that shares his same beliefs. Kim is not the one. I'm pretty sure that the scriptures that Kanye reads indicates marriage to a righteous woman. Kim is not that woman. Just look at her track record and how many dudes she's been with and how she obtained her fame. And this is not me trying to degrade Kim, but she is what she is. There is a trend and there is a history. Kanye needs to find himself someone who values marriage as much as he does. And this goes for everyone. Do not save relationships with people who do not share the same concepts of morality that you do. Save yourself the pain and go find partners who value the same virtues. Anyway, what do you guys think about this story? Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know in the comment section down below. Remember to like and subscribe for more news and updates, and I will see you guys later. Peace.